Hi guys, we are back in the house and there is now 8 days until my mom and sister arrives. We have one little, not little, just one plasterer in the house. But I just thought I would talk to you guys over here. I have tried over and over to create a siphon, which is like essentially creating suction and pressure in a hose so that you can drain water from one place obviously into another, create a pump with science, right? But science doesn't apply to this pond or to me or to the hoses I have, which are as well. I can't get it to work and it is the most annoying thing in the world because it means we're gonna have to drain the pump by the bucket, which is gonna take forever. And I don't understand like what the issue is. Well, I kind of do because I think the water is so mucky that it fills up the pipe or the hose with so much muck that it can't transfer the water. That could be one. Another issue is that the end bit that is supposed to stay in the water doesn't stay in the water. Sometimes it pops up and that ruins the pressure that you build up, but that doesn't always happen. A third one could be that there's a hole in the tube, or that I have to have the elevation, like, you know, so that where you drain the water from needs to be higher than where the water ends up coming out, which I can't because the pond is literally the lowest point of the garden. So I can't get it to work. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah. I think I'll try a little bit more, then I'll give up. Okay, Erin has begun to braid, wick,
Clean up.
clean up the wisteria.
I just want to cover this pipe.
Wow, have you seen that wire? They're just poking.
Yeah, that's just chilling.
Alright.
We'll figure that one out later.
Okay. These days are honestly the most random days. Like, what are we even doing? I'm just gonna nip all the old, like, flower or whatever off of. This one is a hedendendron. I know how to say it in Danish, but in English I'm not so sure. Alright, my phone actually stopped recording once again, and I don't know what this issue is because it happens when I'm not looking at the phone. Probably hard to see on camera, but it is off. They're a bit more tidy now and they're ready for new growth. I have done all that without gloves though, and I did get a couple of rose thorns in my finger, so I was also thinking maybe to try and deal with this wisteria a little bit as well. Erin gave up pretty quick, I think. But I think I'll just go get my gloves. It's a bit annoying because we have shears at home. I keep forgetting them, and I could really use them because it's a lot easier and faster than breaking every single thing off yourself. It's very therapeutic though. I do really like it. Alright, I have been at it in the garden. I just started over here like tearing out all the weeds, and I pruned, I think is what you call, all the roses here. And then I actually just continued all the way around the garden. I did the whole like back bit there. We have like a flower bed. Pruned all the roses. We have roses everywhere in this garden. I feel like it's pretty good. But now the garden just looks like a dumping ground for dead stuff, which is not the best. My arms are full of cuts. I don't know if you can even see it. I also found a different hose that I tried to make a siphon with in the pond. Didn't work once again, so I don't know if Erin's gonna start hauling out some water with the bucket or something. We just had another go at draining the pond and got quite a bit further down, but it's getting really hard to reach into the water without going in there. And then I did the whole edge here. Erin like drained the main water. I did the edge. It is like disgusting black mud all over and it smells so bad. Like this thing I just found randomly in the edge over here, and like it is just never going back. It is just black. We just got an idea off of Erin's dad. Tie a string to a bucket, sink that into the pond and then scoop up the water. So that's what we're gonna do. I found this bucket in the greenhouse and I found the string literally on the ground right in front of me as I was looking for string. So it's a sign. I know it doesn't look like a very thick string, but it is actually like tough. These nuts are not gonna open up. So it's only if it snaps.
Ela tá cheia de tesão, eu vou te fuder com amor. Mina linda, safadinha, arregaça esse popô. Vai, vai que vai que vai que vai que vai que esse caô. Ela cheia de tesão, eu arregaço esse popô. Vai, vai que vai que vai que vai que vai que esse caô. Ela tá cheia de tesão.
It is so annoying. I keep recording time lapses and then my phone just stops. And it's still not a storage issue because I'm recording this. I have all kinds of different like levels of charge and stuff, so it's not that either. I don't know what it is. It's so annoying because I just spent so much time draining this pond. Now the bucket with the string broke. I mean, the handle came off literally first time I did it, and now the string has just come off, so I'm taking that as my break. But I do think it is looking a lot better. There's a lot less water in the pond and we are starting to see the edge quite a lot, and I hope to see the bottom soon. It is like insanely deep, this pond. What is happening? Aaron is currently wrestling with the big craft. We had thoughts about keeping it or selling it, upcycle it, but it was so rotten. You can't even, I mean, Aaron can just like peel it apart, so we're just gonna get rid of it. Aaron had put some new soil in this plant bed, so I just sowed more seeds of those wildflowers, and I am low-key expecting to see flowers every time I look in the plant bed. Planted it first time 2 days ago. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. It's like 6 o'clock. So I think we'll go home as soon as Aaron feels like he's done with this trough. Okay, we are going home now. Aaron won, I'll say, in the wrestling garden. It's like, I'd almost say it's like as bad as it's ever been. But that means one thing.
It can only get better.
Only go out from here.
It's only get better.
But you know what? One good thing, I cannot see the pond water from where I'm standing right now. And that means it has really been drained today. And that is such a win. And then the plaster was obviously over earlier and he has literally finished. These things are not gonna be plastered, this area, because it is gonna be behind the kitchen. And actually we thought the whole thing was gonna be plastered, but I don't know, they just haven't done it, and it's fine. The kitchen's gonna cover it, so it don't really matter. But yeah, it's looking really good. We're excited to see it dry. It'll be that light color there when the whole thing's dry. So we popped all the dehumidifiers in here and hopefully that'll do the job. Otherwise, there haven't been any people in the house today apart from us, so can't really show you guys anything else. But we'll be back tomorrow, and so will the builders, I think, so, or at least one of them. And I think the bathroom might actually be finished tomorrow, so that should be really good. And yeah, we're gonna go home now. See you tomorrow. Hi everyone, we are back, and without even realizing it, I think I might have set the wrong day because there's now only 6 days until my mom and sister comes. I was getting all ready to say, oh now there's a week, because yesterday I feel like I remember saying that it was 8 days, but that is wrong, and there's now less than a week until they come. So critical. But we are back nonetheless, and there are actually no one in the house right now. We came in this morning to watch the plaster dry. What you can hear right now is just Aaron emptying all the dehumidifiers. They have been sucking out all of the moisture from the air. We had the strongest one standing right here, and you can see that it actually really helps. And then the other ones were over here. So we're just emptying them so that this plaster can dry. I think it's probably a lot for a room to have this much plaster. Like, I actually think if a whole room is plastered at once, it's gonna take longer to dry than if it was only one wall. We're not really entirely sure what the plan of today is, but it's probably gonna be to tidy up the garden. We need to finish off the trough that Aaron started smashing up. And then, I mean, oh my god, Yeah, we just need to pick up everything, put all these pots somewhere so it's not like literally right in front of the door. Over here around the back we also have a massive pile. We started here yesterday and I kind of like raked all the leaves out from in here, so we need to get rid of that as well for sure. Then I think I would really like to clean up the house a little bit, try and organize the rooms a little bit so we can maybe compress all of the stuff into like a fewer of the rooms so we have some clear. We're not gonna do everything that we wanted to do before my mom and sister comes, like laying flooring for instance, because we've had massive delays with the floors, so you can't put them down. But when are they coming?
Next week, but I don't know when.
Yeah, it just comes anytime next week. We're not sure when, and we're excited to receive it. But we also need to like have all this cleared up, you see, before we can start putting it down. And then I thought maybe we should just wait all together, because then we won't have a bunch of builders walking back and forth, like scratching it or making it dirty or anything. We'll just have to think about that, but no flooring before my mom and sister. Sad. Okay, we have just sat here and had our little breakfast and a morning briefing meeting. The game plan is as follows. We will get rid of all of the green waste in the garden. We'll get rid of all the other waste. We have a slot at the dump today, so we are gonna bring as much as we can in our little car. Might organize the rooms a little bit, but we will at least do the garden waste. And our dump slot is in 2 hours, so we have that much time to gather all the waste and get it prepared, backed up and everything. So that's what we're gonna do. Now you guys are updated. Okay, this is the current state of the garage. It is full of and then the black bin has just been emptied, but we already filled it up almost all the way. We're just gonna absolutely fill up the car and take what we can. We have filled the whole car and there's still all of this left. All right, we just filled the car. What? We just filled the car the second time because we were able to book another slot at the dump today, and this is how it's looking. Okay, the lawn is looking so much better. We got almost all of the green waste out. There's just like a little bit here. I also had a bunch laying in here. I got out as well, so that's great. Also got the whole trough collected with all the other waste here, and then I just made a little new pile for all of the little hoses and stuff we just had laying about out here. Aaron is just about to shovel up all of the dirt in the, or all of the rubbish from the wheelbarrow so that we can start using the wheelbarrow in the garden. And then we obviously just did the whole shed and in the car and stuff. So we have actually booked 2 more slots today so that we can really get everything, or at least most of it, out. Right now the bag is filled with black bags that is just like household waste and random stuff, and then we'll have some big pieces of timber, big pieces of plastic, such as all of this, that we should take later on, I think. Yeah, we're just getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and that is so nice because it's just freeing up a bit more space so that we can use it for other things, because the house is full. I am really excited for this pile to be gone as well. There is so much. All right, this is the status of the greenhouse. I have swept the floor and gathered all the dirt on the different sides, and then I've just like kind of swept down the little surfaces so they weren't full of stuff. Once Aaron just finished taking out some screws.
I keep kicking them.
Yeah, me too. We almost like fall over them. But once he's done with that, I'm just gonna restore this little tray a little bit. This little middle piece, it's come undone, and it's just such a cute little tray for the greenhouse. So I'm gonna restore it and just attach them again with new nails. Right, we have maxed out on pots in this greenhouse, and I have prepared all the small pots for seeds later, and this pot with a bunch of random little Easter flowers. We have an area here that is gonna be covered with either new patio tiles or turf. So I just took some of the little plants from here and put them in a pot instead. This might be dying with extra steps, but we can't know, and we're giving them a chance because they are definitely blooming. But we're gonna run to the dump now for the second time today, and yeah, we'll see you guys after. Aaron's just randomly started to take out these rugs. We're gonna like redo the edge of the pond because we don't want to see this black edge. We have just sat down to have a little bit of a lunch break, and we have just made the plan for what we're going to do for the rest of the day. So we are going to fill up the car again for the third and final dump trip of the day. Then we are going to cut down the very spiky bush that is covering the little path between the greenhouse and the shed. Then we will Kango out the old pump house foundation and put soil there. We will sweep up the patio and we will make it like nice and clean. Just filled the car for the third time today. We're definitely making progress with all the rubbish. It's really good to get all these things out. It feels good. So yeah, when we come back, we'll just continue in the garden with everything we had to do. The day has come to an end and we're just about to go home, but I just thought I would show you guys the progress we made today. Already here on the patio, you can hopefully see a massive difference. Aaron has been sweeping this up for such a long time, and it is now looking so much more cleared and amazing. There he is. We also discovered that there's actually tile here. We thought this was a dirt patch. This is a dirt patch, and then there's tile around. Garden has been cleared from all of the dead plants that I had pulled out. This pile of rubbish has actually only grown, but we will do something about it probably Sunday. It's Friday today. And then lastly, we have the little greenhouse, which has been somewhat cleared, and then we've just put all the plants all the pots in here. And then earlier today Aaron also cut this one back. Now we can actually walk freely here. There's still loads and loads and loads of little flower seeds in there, so don't worry, it is gonna bloom all over. This will be completely red and this will be completely white or purple. Out here as well, it is actually kind of cleared now and you can walk. Also Aaron cut back this bush a little bit so that we can, or the tree, I don't know, so that we can actually walk here undisturbed. And then this is the status of the garage. It's looking nice and empty. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff in here, but we ended up going for 4 times at the dump, which was just insane and so amazing that we could get that done, because I mean, we just got rid of so much stuff and it feels really good. Now we're gonna go home. It is like 6 o'clock and I don't think we'll come back tomorrow, but we'll be back Sunday. This is the status of the medium bedroom. We already did move one kitchen unit out. This is what the small bedroom is looking like, and we're gonna sort through all of our tools and stuff and see if we even need all of this. This is the master. We would like to clean this out completely. Okay, we have emptied out the master and now we are gonna sweep and hoover the floor. And this is what the medium bedroom is looking like. So we've just condensed things a little bit, put all the bathroom stuff together, all the builder stuff together, and then we've moved in the table. And I think now it's time to tackle this chaos. Hey everyone, Aaron and I have just been like cleaning out the rooms, and he is just about to fill up his car with all the rubbish that we're gonna take to the dump. I was just in the master, and in here I started to rip off the wallpaper and take out all the, like, there was a massive towel rack thing here, and we're just back to square one in here, because while we've come quite far with all the rooms, we just have not touched the closets. And it's probably not the smartest thing, because it would have been good to do all these things at the same time, but it just didn't really make sense for us to do, or we did it. Sorry, we just had visitors actually from the road, which was so nice. It was so sweet. We just showed her the house, and it's always nice like having people over and showing them. And they've lived here, like all of our neighbors on this road have lived here for ages. So they all knew the guy who lived here, and they all sort of know each other and stuff. So it's really nice having people over. But what I was about to say is that we feel really down, honestly. Like, we're just, I don't know, we feel stuck in the process, I think, and we thought we were gonna be so much further at this point. And mainly, it's not to like not take responsibility, but it is mainly because we are waiting for other people to finish their work, or we've had people over to fix things that are just once again, you know, not working. Discovered that the leak up here in the corner, which has been a massive problem, which should have been fixed, is now like playing up again. I think it's just like one thing after another. We thought we'd have like the floor down because the people doing the whole extension and radiators and stuff, like, I don't know, we just thought that the timeline was way shorter. And obviously there are going to be delays in the building process. These things are going to happen. There are going to be hiccups. I think just right now, like, we feel really pressured, and I feel very down in the whole process. We're just gonna try our best, I guess, to get it all ready, because there's nothing else you can do. You just gotta crack on. But I would really like to cover this floor up. We have hoovered it and everything, but I would really like to cover it up with something. So I think we might get the materials for that, and it's so frustrating. Alright, we just had a chat, Aaron and I, and we have planned out what's gonna happen and how we're gonna finish with the things that we at least can finish, and so that we reach a goal that we're happy with, and where that we feel that it's okay for my family to come and live in for a couple of days. Also, I just feel like it's important to say that none of this is on any of our families. Like, they don't put any pressure on us whatsoever. They know that it's a renovation project. They know exactly what they're stepping into. They're not putting any pressure on us. This is us wanting to be further in the process, and having had like different visions of what it was gonna be like for them to come and stay in the house. I just want to say that because, like, obviously that's not fair. If any of you get the impression that it's like them putting pressure on us, it's really not. And we're gonna do what we can and get the best out of it. We have agreed that the master bedroom is the best bedroom for them to stay in. We're gonna stay in the small bedroom, and then the medium bedroom is gonna be like a hangout place and a place for all of like the stuff, the renovation stuff, and we can have some chairs and a table in here. Hopefully a lot of this will actually be gone. Like, all these things were for the bathroom renovation, and all of this is literally gonna go in the bathroom apart from the doors. So most of it will actually be gone when they come, so it's okay. We need to breathe. We will turn it around. We'll make it good. Aaron is currently cutting up all of the pieces of wood from all of the different garden things that we have torn down, and we are going to take that to the dump so it's not like over flooding the garden with rubbish. And then we are going to go to the dump. Okay, I have loaded the table in here with a little bit more of like kind of products down here, tools and safety stuff, and just a little bit more over here. And this is the status of the small bedroom. It looks literally no different. And while I did all of that, Aaron has been filling up the car, so we are going to drive to the dump. Okay, we have our little lunch set up, and once we've eaten, while looking out at this beautiful garden, we will crack on. And Erin has, of course, booked another trip to the dump so that we can get rid of even more of all of our stuff. But I can just show you the dent that he made in the pile of rubbish out here. It is practically not to be seen. All of the stuff that was here, like, it looks the same, but it was literally a car full of all the wood. So I don't know if we'll actually take the bricks next time or if we'll take the rest of the wood. I also don't care right now because he's waiting for me in here and we're gonna have a little date. I mean, I'm kind of just kidding because we actually do this every single day. We allow ourselves a little break while having lunch and looking out into the garden to just enjoy it as well and have fun.
Yeah.